We're using an intent-based architecture. That's relatively new in the crypto space. I have to admit, we didn't invent it, but we saw it and we see it's actually a really smart way of doing things. And I can explain this in kind of very simple words. And I use an analogy that I like to use to explain it. It's almost, let's say you order something on Uber Eats or Deliveroo or whatever. You order a meal or a specific dish from a restaurant and you say, okay, I want this to be delivered to this address within 30 minutes, let's say. That's your intent. Everything else you don't care about, right? Like you don't care whether a delivery person picks it up with his bicycle or with a motorbike or with a car. As long as the food arrives in those 30 minutes, it's warm. You don't care whether he take the highway or the sideway or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that's defining an intent. You want your food in 30 minutes. That's it. And in crypto currently, how things work, if you want to make a swap, or let's say you want to cross chain bridge something, typically what happens now is you say, I want to swap from this asset to this asset. I want to use this pool. I want to use this route. I have to use the Uniswap V3 pool to then change like all that stuff. Don't need to worry about. You just have to say, what exactly do you want? This is my input. This is my output. Everything in the middle kind of gets subtracted away. And that's how we use that. So basically you as a user, you come in and say, I want to change my one, let's call it Bitcoin A on Bitcoin sidechain A. I want to exchange that for Bitcoin B on sidechain B. Everything else I don't care about. And so we have a network of professional solvers, like typically market makers or anyone else who owns like capital, and they fulfill those users' intents. And they do actually the complex transactions in the background that are needed to hedge them or rebalance their portfolio. But that's an intent-based architecture. And I think it's one of the biggest kind of drivers for user experience and like chain abstraction and stuff in the next couple of years in crypto. So super bullish on that form of intent architecture.